Hello, every cool teacher out there in the world, or at ISTE. If you're at ISTE, you're super duper cool.
Yes.
I was looking on our Twitter feed and all the cool stuff that's going on here, and I found Joyce Periera. She's doing some incredible things with her students, and she's offering them multiple ways to demonstrate their learning. And it sounds like, oh yeah, right, we've heard this before, right? But her little plan is pretty cool. So
Okay.
I'm going to have her talk about it.
I was going to say, well, one of the reasons we wanted to bring her on, because so many people were talking about how cool it was, your ideas. We're like, we need to talk to her, we need to share it with the other cool teachers out there. So, what's going on?
So, I realized over this past year that I had a very work-centered environment, and I was brought to awareness by that from Dr. Ron Richard in his book, Creating Cultures of Thinking, and it really talked about how we need to change and shift our vocabulary. And so we say worksheets, finish your work, do your work, and it's very work oriented. And he said we're moving away from the focus of learning. And so I do like to have structure as I guide my students through a unit, so they kind of know where they're going, that kind of clarity. But I needed something that would be more flexible and help them to document their learning journey in a way that as they learn something new, they could go back and make changes. And so learning is flexible and dynamic. And so I decided to use a Google Doc that would help us create that environment that had structure but flexibility at the same time. So they had those two together, which was fantastic. And so I just put in the basic structure that was found in the unit with the learning target at the top, very clear what the students were expected to learn.
Almost like a template that they would then take and use.
Right,
Okay.
it was, yes, it is a template that they can use with guiding questions to really prompt them in their thinking. And then they could choose how they wish to document what they learned and what they understood. And so they could do the traditional form of text. Some students love to write, and they can communicate and convey their understanding better through written format. Some students decide to take pictures of what they were doing or record videos, and they would upload it or embed it into that
iterative
document.
Google document.
Yes.
So it's getting longer and longer as the semester goes.
Getting
and
longer
more into it.
and more information in there. And some students decide to branch out and do some sketch notes and do some more of their artistic side and whatnot. So there was a wide range of ways that the students communicated what they understood. But the long pages brought in, that was a huge concern, because now I have students at the end of a unit having to scroll through 16 pages, and that was not user-friendly at all.
Oh, okay.
So to remediate that...
But how did you fix that? Okay, go ahead.
So, how did I fix that? I decided that I would use a table of contents. So each exploration became a heading, and then I put that table of contents at the top, but then I still have to scroll up though, right?
Right.
So I created a home button in the header that hyperlinks the table of contents. So any page they're on, they just click the home button and it takes them back to the table of contents.
I love it.
So it's really optimizing the fabulous tool that Google Docs is to really navigate.
You almost went back in time and totally HTML'd it. I mean, so this is like your AOL days, right?
But much easier, no code,
Right,
it's just really simple, just connecting and bookmarking.
That's what's great about Google Docs, those linkable elements within documents.
I just love the whole concept, though, that the learning never ends.
It does.
The students can go back, they can think, oh, wait a minute, I've learned something else about that unit, I want to add that, or I want to change this, or I think I can do this a little bit differently or better. I really like that concept where you kind of, you want to, yeah, exactly, it's flexible but structured. I mean, that's really clever.
Yeah.
You should see, well, we're going to show you on this video
you see it on the screen
screenshots of some of the things her students created. There's that sketch note that the student created, and then there's what did you call that?
It's called a butterfly bomb.
A butterfly
So she captured all her thoughts into this origami. She loves art, and she taught me kawaii, which is cute things. And so she created this butterfly bomb with all her thoughts inside, so that when she released it, all her thoughts would come out. And so that's how she captured her learning, and that's how she wanted to convey it. And so we talk about the importance of being clear and precise. And so as they learn new vocabulary throughout the units, they can go back and make changes. Say I could be more clear or more precise if I use this better vocabulary and whatnot. So that flexibility.
So then when you look at do you grade that unit when it's over, or do you wait until the end of the year and kind of treat it like a
what
portfolio?
mechanics
How
of the
does
teacher role
How does that work?
like?
Well, as Google Doc, I can comment as we go along. So I'm very involved in the process, which is what Dr. Ray Sean talks about. And the process is the product. And so the process of them documenting, I can go back and I can, give them that feedback as they need it as we go along in the unit. And so they're very aware of where they're at in their learning. And so the grade just kind of comes naturally. I'm all expecting them, and they know that, yes, I've mastered this. And we come together to form the rubric of where they're at. And so it's kind of this ongoing conversation that really helps at the end, where they know where they're at, they know what their grade is going to be at the end, with that kind of established rubric together.
Because it's sort of formative assessment throughout
the entire
and then at the end, you get together with your student and you kind of figure out, well, where do you think you are, and
for sure.
how have you mastered the content or not?
It's much.
Isn't like it seems like such a simple idea, but yet.
Yes.
So what did the students say?
We did survey them, and in the beginning when I started, I told them we're piloting this, so if it doesn't work, we just chuck it out the window, and so they were more open to
Class
pilot
as
something.
beta. Hey, we're going to break it all, but don't worry, you won't get in trouble if we break it.
Exactly. So they were giving me very good feedback. For example, they said, Miss, make sure that you just remind us of the learning target at the beginning, just refer us. So they gave us some good feedback to keep going back and forth to make it easier for them to use. But they loved it. So they said, I have my survey results, I can give you all, that they do want to keep on with the learning guide. They gave some good tips on how to make it better. And so we've just kind of tweaked it. But it's pretty solid, and it's worked well this semester and this year. So it's been really
That
good.
is really cool. So if people want to be able to get a hold of you,
Yes.
are you reachable?
Yes.
How do you like to get a hold of have
She's
people
on
reach out?
Twitter.
I'm on Twitter at Joyce CLP.
Joyce CLP.
And I do have a blog that I take you through my own learning journey, because I do model for the students how that
Excellent.
works.
What's your blog called?
It's joyceclp.com. So yeah, so you can go there and check it out.
Well, you're probably going to have people, the cool teachers, hitting you up for more advice, but what a great idea. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you so much for taking time out to share with us, Joyce. Pleasure.
Awesome. See you guys later.